everybody. Woo! It's Monday. Yay! Who's excited about Monday? Crickets? Really? Crickets? All right. Okay, here we go. We'll start with the headlines. Giant structure lurking in deep space challenges our understanding of the universe. Yeah. Whoa, I got them out. Woohoo!
You got me.
Right in the back of the head. It went right around this. You couldn't even see it coming. All right, next up. Trailer. Matrix 5 returns. Trailer. Keanu Reeves. Yes, Keanu Reeves returns in Matrix 5 as Gandalf from The Lord of the Rings. That is what that looks like. That's funny. All right, yes, moving right along. Red Lobster store closures 2024. List of locations impacted. This was once a great destination. Like, if you were going to Red Lobster, you were high society. It was really pathetic how that card just flew out of my hand. Let's try that again, see if we can get someone else. Ooh, almost. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Red Lobster was great. Honestly, the one in Stockton, excuse me, we would still go to on occasion. It's not bad. I don't know what it's just hard to run restaurants these days. Big chains, not popular anymore. Everyone wants the small boutique special places and whatnot. So tough for them to shift gears, but always a decent place. All right, moving right along. Positive quotes with Hannah. Let's get Monday started good and positive, right?
This is your Monday morning reminder. You are amazing. You are worth it. You got this. Have a beautiful day.
Yes, thank you, Hannah. I got this. Here we go with keeping the weather warm. Hopefully. Connor, tell us about the weather.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Monday Weather Report. And today, nice and sunny out here. So this week, it's going to be in the 80s, so make sure you wear a sunscreen or else you don't want to look red.
Alright, very good. That's what I like to hear. Nice and toasty outside. Keep it that way for the summertime, time to warm up. And this guy's always kind of warm, I think he's warm. He's definitely fuzzy, probably more scratchy, but here's Sea Dog Revelations.
Hey broskies, Deep Thoughts with Sea Dog here. So Sea Dog was thinking, little broskies out there, that, as it gets hotter out there, the broskies and the broskettes, you guys need to wear deodorant. Because, as it gets hotter, we seem to get a little riper. So it's super important that you guys always wear your deodorant when it's hot. That's super important. You want to have friends, and you want the raccoons and the possums to hang out with you, kind of like Sea Dog does. Well, Sea Dog's gonna say, wear deodorant, and you gotta relax. Anybody else smell onions in here, broskies?
Sea Dog, where have you gone?
Sea Dog, yes. Always keeping us guessing. What the heck is going on with that guy? That's what we're trying to guess. All right. Question of the day is:
What's a song that's tempting to sing along to?
Honestly, any song that comes to my mind.
I have a song. Anytime I hear Cool Summer by Taylor Swift, like at Subway or on the bus, or at home in my room when the radio plays it, I would sing along.
Sweet Caroline.
Oh yeah, I know that song.
Yep.
Mine, I said this a little bit ago. Mine would be Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. Oh yeah, that's a great song.
Ooh, what song can I not sing along to? There's quite a few. Any of the 80s tunes that pops up, they're nostalgic for me. My sister's 4 years older, so in the 80s she was like junior high and high school. I'm still in grade school and stuff, and she's blaring the MTV because it was super popular back then. So in the mornings when we get up for school, she'd be blaring the MTV, and so any pop song from the 80s that comes on, sadly I know most of the lyrics just because she was really into that, and so it was ubiquitous at the time, and it still is today. So if an 80s pop song comes on, know what's happening in my head. One, I'm complaining in my head that I have to listen to it. Two, I'm singing along just because I know the words. All right, Zach, please give us something. Did you know that doesn't have to do with 80s pop music?
Did you know the punch outs from Indiana Jones? It was actually hit a baseball bat against leather jackets.
Wow, I did not know that. However, the sound effects in Indiana Jones, the punching sounds in Indiana Jones, honestly, I love those movies. As the one piece of the movies that kind of drives me nuts because it doesn't sound right. It's too on the nose. It's too something that's just like, that's not how a punch would sound. Back in the late it had been the mid 80s. HBO would do this thing on cables. It was just HBO. You didn't have all these other channels and all the streaming services. HBO would have this cool thing where they would go behind the scenes in movies, and they would do a deep dive, kind of a documentary on Foley artists. Foley artists are people in the movie industry that just do sound effects. They have a studio of their own, and they have all this crazy stuff that they make sound effects. Sometimes they bring in like slabs of meat to slap meat to make certain slapping sounds and stuff. They have like pits of sand and rock and gravel and different things that they step in, and they do these weird things, and they're like watching the movie as they're doing the action, and it's making the sound. And that's how a lot of the sounds, even today with the great microphones and stuff, a lot of the sounds are still done with Foley artists. They thought when the digital era was coming about, the Foley artists were going to be the way of the dodo. Did not actually happen. The sounds that they can create are still much better and more to the storytelling that goes on in movies. So interesting that it's crazy. If you go look up Foley artists, I'll bet you find out that there's a ton of things. It's weird how they come up with the sounds, but hitting a baseball bat against leather, that's a good one.
John Resch makes weird sounds all day long. It's his job, and he's been doing it for nearly 40 years.
Yeah, it's true. This job is a lot of fun.
He's worked on everything from E.T. to Interstellar. John is a Foley artist at Skywalker Sound, and this is his amazing sonic studio.
This is from Braveheart. This is one of the swords that we utilized. It was a very large sword, which you'd use two hands on, so we want to make sure what we're doing had that same sound. So with this, I can make it sound big. Detail is our business. We want to make sure that whatever we see on that screen, we are making the most honest representation thereof sonically. When I look at a scene, I hear the sounds in my head. So all I have to do is figure out, well, okay, that sound I hear in my head, how do I actually get that down on tape, if you will?
The place may look like a hoarder's garage, but everything has a purpose. Even the building is important. It was constructed just for the demands of Foley. It has a floor that goes all the way down to earth for solid thuds and footsteps. and a splash pool that holds hundreds of gallons of water. Just the thing to make aquatic sound effects.
Now in the back room, this is where all props are stored. And there is a method to the madness, believe it or not. It's funny, you see this as, okay, a little kid's glove, right? Well, actually, we used this in a video game recently for a footstep of a weird character. So what you see is not necessarily what you get. Again, that's the trick. Feather dusters, right? Just feather dusters? Well, not necessarily. Let's see. Quiet, guys. Thank you. It could be a bird. But who would have thought? Robot feet? This is one of my favorite props. In Back to the Future, Marty borrows a scooter, pulls part of it off, and turns it into a skateboard.
So anyway, all right, that is it for Monday. Let's see, what do we got going on this week? I'm sure we have cool stuff going on this week. I think, is this week?
Yeah, Barbecue Friday.
It's Barbecue Friday this Friday. That's something to look forward to, and the sunny, warm weather. So it's going to be a good week. Have a great time. Have a good Monday. We'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday, on the morning routine. Take care. Ooh, gotcha.